High up in the Crumbleberry Mountains lived a dragon named Drizzleflame. Unlike the other dragons who roared thunder and breathed scorching fire, Drizzleflame had a problem. Whenever he tried to breathe fire, what came out wasn't hot at all, it was a frosty, swirly puff that smelled faintly of vanilla. The other dragons mocked him. Ha! What good is a dragon who can't toast marshmallows? Can't even light a campfire? But Drizzleflame didn't mind much. Because deep in his heart, he carried a delicious, peculiar craving. He didn't dream of treasure, or golden coins, or roasted knights. No, he dreamed of ice cream. Every night, he curled up in his cave imagining mountains of strawberry scoops, rivers of chocolate fudge, and clouds of whipped cream floating in the sky. One sunny morning, Drizzleflame decided, today, I shall find ice cream. He strapped a polka-dot scarf around his long neck, because every adventurer needs a scarf, packed a giant spoon, and waddled down the mountain. His wings were too small for proper flying, he mostly hopped and flapped like a very enthusiastic chicken. Down in the valley was the village of Spoonberry, famous for its ice cream festival held every summer. But dragons were not exactly welcome in villages. The last time one came, he accidentally melted half the bakery with his sneeze. Still, Drizzleflame's craving pushed him forward. When Drizzleflame peeked over the hill, he gasped. The whole village was in chaos. Children held empty cones, ice cream carts were tipped over, and the mayor was shouting. The ice cream has vanished. Apparently, a greedy troll named Grumblegut had stolen the magical frosty crystal, the enchanted gem that kept all the village's ice cream cold and creamy. Without it, everything melted into sticky puddles. The villagers sighed. What will we do? Without ice cream, the festival is ruined. Drizzleflame's eyes sparkled. This was his chance. The villagers froze when they saw him lumber into town. A dragon, they screamed, diving under tables. But instead of roaring, Drizzleflame carefully cleared his throat and, poof, out came a cool, swirly mist that froze a puddle of melted ice cream into a neat scoop. The children gasped. He made ice cream. Drizzleflame nodded shyly. I don't want gold. I don't want jewels. All I want is ice cream. If you let me help, I'll bring back your frosty crystal. The mayor squinted. And why should we trust you? A little girl with freckles tugged his sleeve. Because, sir, he loves ice cream as much as we do. So off Drizzleflame went, spoon tucked under his wing, marching toward the rocky caves where Grumblegut lived. Inside the troll's lair, the frosty crystal glowed bright blue. But Grumblegut wasn't about to give it up. Finders keepers. Now all the ice cream is mine. Pistachio. Rocky Road. Double Fudge Ripple. Mine. Drizzleflame stood tall and took a deep breath. Instead of fire, he blew a swirly blast of minty frost, freezing Grumblegut's giant spoon to the ground. Then he whipped out his own spoon and declared, sharing is sweeter than stealing. Let's settle this the fair way, an ice cream contest. The rules were simple, whoever made the most delicious ice cream would win the frosty crystal. Grumblegut stomped and stirred, throwing in mud, onions, and pickles. His ice cream came out greenish-brown and smelled like sweaty socks. Drizzleflame, meanwhile, puffed gentle clouds of frosty swirls, mixing them with berries he'd collected along the way, blueberries, strawberries, and a swirl of honey. The result? A rainbow sundae that glittered like starlight. The judges, 3 brave children from Spoonberry, tasted both. One bite of Grumblegut's made their faces scrunch like sour lemons. But one spoonful of Drizzleflame's and their eyes lit up. It's cold. It's creamy. It's magical. Drizzleflame had won. With a grumble and a sulk, the troll handed back the frosty crystal. The villagers cheered as Drizzleflame returned it to its rightful place, and the ice cream machines whirred back to life. That summer, the festival became the most spectacular ever.
And at the very center, wearing his polka dot scarf, was Drizzleflame, the first dragon ever to be crowned official ice cream taster of Spoonberry Village. From that day on, no one laughed at the dragon who couldn't breathe fire. Instead, they admired the dragon who could make ice cream sparkle. And Drizzleflame? Well, he finally got his dream, a mountain of strawberry, chocolate, and vanilla scoops, all his own. Sparkle's the end, and the beginning of many more sweet adventures.